Okay, so this video is going to be a little ad hoc and a little disjointed, but essentially what I have done and what I'm going to demonstrate is a project that's floating around out there called the CBM Pi1541. And essentially what he's done is he has used a Raspberry Pi to emulate a Commodore 1541 disk drive. And so there's my Commodore 64 just sitting there in all its glory. And here I have a Raspberry Pi with the 1541 code loaded on it. And I have prototyped out the circuit, the simple version of the circuit. And then over here, finally, we have the 1541 software that's running on the Pi output to HDMI. Okay, so I can actually use the buttons on this device to navigate, and I'm going to try and navigate this. You see, down, up, and in this folder I have a image for Dissector 3.0, which I will mount. And so now the Pi has that disk image mounted. It's just a D64 disk image. And so we can come over here to the old Commodore 64 and we can attempt to type something useful, one-handed, and off we go. Now you might have heard the beeping in the background. That is the little piezoelectric buzzer on this thing. And so it just loaded the D64 image off the SD card on the Pi, which is pretty cool. If I reboot this, and sometimes my Commodore 64 has a little power problem, doesn't want to light up. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to do this the hard way. Turn that on and plug that back in. Alright, so you'll notice that it dropped out of the image over here, but I'm going to remount that image. I'm going to try to remount that image. Okay, so the image is mounted, and this time when I load it, I'm going to watch the Pi instead of the screen. So you can just kind of see the drive access and hear the beep beep sounds. So the blue LED would be the disk drive light, and the beep 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 would be theoretically the read-write head seeking, I guess. You can also do the audio out of the Pi, and I don't know what that sounds like, if it's just beep beeps or if he tries to make drive sounds. So I'm going to try hooking that up next. But that is a pretty cool little gadget. So I'm going to build one for real. Put that circuit, or the more complicated version of that circuit, on a little breadboard. Take the Pi and the whole mess, mount it inside this empty 1541 with maybe a little LCD on the front or something like that. I don't know. And use that as my primary drive on my old 64 here. So that is pretty cool. And that's all I got for now. So see you next time.